You were in a cult growing up.
Was I?
Maybe.
We could discuss it.
It sounded like you maybe were. You mentioned this before. So, like I said, we'll get into you were my boss at one point. But before then, we were coworkers, and then you were my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're homies.
Did you work there before I was your...
Yes, right before.
That's
right before.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So, and I remember we were talking one time, and you were explaining some stuff that...
I remember exactly where it was.
Yeah.
We were up front by Bullseye.
Yes.
That place.
We were up front at the
Up
front of a store.
Yeah.
And you were working there, and I was working there, and it's got to talking about Star Wars.
Yep.
And you were not supposed to go see Star Wars as a young lad.
So one of the things that they had at the time, one of the rules was
This church, one of the church's rules.
They did not want us or the people who are members of the church giving money or influence to like Hollywood and things like that. So basically the rule was no one's allowed to go to the theater and see movies.
So you could see movies, but just not at a movie theater?
I don't know if it was any more specific than don't give money, don't go out and see movies.
Interesting.
I don't know
Did they give a reason, or it was just because we don't like Hollywood?
I think it was... Again, I was so young that I don't remember the specifics.
Yeah.
All I really remember is you're not supposed to do it because it's like giving undue influence,
That's not God, and you're being influenced by that.
If it's distracting you from God, it's bad. Is the
Interesting.
overall. So especially if it was like a popular movie, like, oh, that's so popular, everyone's going.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're not supposed to follow what everyone does. We're supposed to,
Interesting.
you know what I mean? So Star Wars, obviously, it actually wasn't Star Wars. Return of the Jedi.
I was
It was the only one I actually was ever old enough to see in the theater.
Damn.
And I am also sad to report that I did not see the Star Wars movies in order originally.
Okay, so you saw Return of the Jedi first?
I saw Return of the Jedi before I saw any other ones. So
Interesting.
askew. I never, like, the whole Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader
Twist,
thing.
yeah.
The twist. I didn't get to experience that.
You already knew.
I never
Because
did.
of Return of the Jedi, yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I missed out.
That sucks. I kind of already knew, too, when I saw it, because I was showing them years and years later.
I think, though, the benefit, though, is that I was so young that I didn't really understand what a twist was in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really realize until I was an adult that, oh, shit, I really missed out on a cultural
That was a moment.
moment.
That was a
right?
big moment when
Right.
that happened. But so you went to go see Star Wars, though, even against...
Yes.
your cult's
So
wishes.
my family decided that it was a very popular movie. Obviously, being a young kid, I was into like the action figures and all that stuff. So it was probably, now that I think about, mainly just don't go see it at the theaters, but in your own home.
You think your parents were like, we need to give this kid something?
I think it was kind of something like that. Like, yeah, there's the rules, and we're supposed to follow the rules, but we're gonna go break this one because. I think a part of them knew that it was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's a stupid rule.
Right.
God still loves us if we go see a movie.
Right.
We can go see a movie.
God is love and forgives.
Yeah.
So we go and we see the movie, and so 1983.
Damn.
How old was I? Was it 83 or 82? I want to say it was 83.
I thought it was Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been
Jedi
sounds about right. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, I know Empire is 80. Original was 77 because it was just literally a year before I was born.
Damn.
And then 83 was... So however old I was...
you were like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah, I'm 44 now. I'm not going to do the math. Maybe you can.
So you were there.
I was there. And so as a small child, I was very excited about things.
Mm-hmm.
So the story is, as I remember it, I was running up and down the aisles, fighting back against the storm, like shooting back at the
Damn,
screen.
you were like getting into it at the theater.
Yeah. So
Was this your first time at a movie?
It may have been. I don't think so, but I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Okay.
The only other movies I remember seeing as a kid were like Disney cartoon movies.
Okay.
So let's assume it was my first movie.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea, given all the circumstances, to take me to that first movie since I loved it all that stuff so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm running up and down the aisles. I do know that my aunt had to grab me and hold me down.
Wow.
As it was going on, and the story that she tells me is that she has never felt anyone's heartbeat through their back before.
Jesus
But
Christ.
I was so excited that apparently that's what she was like. Yeah, I felt your heart beating a million miles a minute through your back.
You love the Ewoks beating the shit out of the
Probably.
stormtroopers. Yeah.
It was more like, I always remember we used to call them the chicken leg things.
That's what you call
the
them?
AT-ATs.
Oh, the AT-ATs?
AT-ATs. Sorry. That's the two-legged guys.
Yeah, the
But,
AT-ATs.
they're like, the chicken walkers. And I love that shit. So everyone loves the Empire more than the Rebels, I think.
Their shit's cooler looking,
It is.
for sure.
Like masks. It's like G.I. Joe. Like everyone likes Cobra more than G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Those movies, I heard, the new ones have done bad.
I saw the first two, and yeah.
They're just kind of...
It's not what I remember. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes when they remake a movie, it just gets ruined.
That's fair. Yeah, I could see that. But so you were your heart is beating out of your back.
Heart
and
was
your aunt's
beating out
holding
of
you
my
down.
back.
The movie the end credits roll.
Yep, we end the movie, and so we're coming out of the theater, and it was my mom and dad, probably my older sister. I don't know if my older brother was there or not, and my aunt. And we're walking out, and we run into another family from the church who was doing the exact same thing. And this family was the pastor of the church. So one of the writers of the rule.
Damn.
And yeah. So I was so young, I don't know if words were said, or I think it may have just been like greetings and all that, and everyone was kind of like pretending that
we didn't just do what the fuck we just did.
Yes, is what I think. So yeah, it's amazing what people will do after they've like established the rules for what other people aren't supposed to do.
Yeah,
kind of a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. They were like, you're not allowed to go see the greatest film franchise ever, but we're gonna go see it.
Yes,
that's
so.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just a hey, we had to make this rule.
And these were adults, so like you got to think they were alive for the other two movies at the time.
Yep.
They got the twist.
Yep.
Because they probably went and saw those in private too. So they were out here experiencing and enjoying Star Wars, and they were like, "This shit is too good, for you guys to handle.
Yep,
we're gonna go see the finale."
And I like to think it wasn't specifically Star Wars. I think it was just they came up with the rule because we got to keep ourselves separate from popular culture. Kind of.
That's weird. But that's probably why that way of thinking is maybe not as popular. You're trying to completely keep them separate. But so that seems kind of culty. That they won't let you guys watch movies at a movie theater. That's a stupid.
That does when you word it that way. Yes, it does. It does seem kind of cultish. But
are there any blood sacrifices you guys had to do, or
no
animals that were?
No, we had like a corn and brat roast, so somebody had to kill those sausages.
That's fair.
And the corn.
Okay, so you guys kill animals. You guys sacrifice animals, and you can't go see movies.
Well,
in the
they
movie
didn't
theater.
kill the animal. Whoever manufactured the sausages.
But they're pro that
probably
happening,
the fine folks at Johnsonville.
Okay, so these people. So this church is crazy so far. There's 2 strikes against him. Three strikes, you're a cult.
It that way, yes.
3 strikes, you're a cult. You got anything else?
Not that I can remember specifically.
When did you stop?
We used to have a clown.
A church clown?
Yes. So I do remember this. This is probably before the Star Wars thing. So there was a clown character, and I remember that. So our church was laid out where we had like the pews on both sides, and there was a main walkway, and then you have like the stage, and there was the pulpit, right? So I remember one Sunday, and I don't remember if it was related to anything. It may have just been, hey, we have a clown here for the kids, and it's somehow this is Poopsie the clown, and he's gonna read Bible stories. I don't know.
Awesome.
No offense to any
what
real
did he,
Poopsies.
What did he do? Did he just do balloon
all I
animals,
remember, maybe
balloon crosses, maybe?
That's possible. Balloon crosses.
That'd be a pretty easy one to do, I think, compared to like a fucking animal.
Maybe.
Just little 2 balloons, one here, one here.
He may have come in carrying a cross.
Maybe how cool would have been if you would have came to church that day, and like the big cross that's behind where the guy speaks, fucking
If he was up
Poopsie's
there,
up there,
Poopsie's up there.
and he comes down.
Oh, Poopsie.
That would have been fucking crazy.
Jesus
dude.
Poopsie the clown.
Jesus, that would have been
Jesus
awesome.
Poopsie.
That would have been
You know?
so awesome.
But that's not the right context.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, Poopsie ran up, and I remember Poopsie ran up to the pulpit, and he just sat and laid on the ground in front of the pulpit. Like, I'm not making this up. I do remember this. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but he laid there, and there was they go through the sermon and everything, and
He's laying on the ground while you guys are doing your
like
shit?
in front of the pulpit.
Okay.
And wow, when I say it, it sounds culty.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
I probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
I definitely won't say the name. The church does still exist.
Okay. So what happened after? Did he
I don't remember.
He just like popped up and he was like, okay.
I think it was like, and then he led the children off to like their part of the church.
That's got to be a tough gig, man, being a clown in general. But
I'm
not even
wondering
just being a clown for a fucking church.
Right. I don't know if Poopsie was a member of the church or not. I have to assume so, because
yeah,
what clown would take that job,
get
there and be like, holy shit, this is kind of scary.
Cult.
I may not walk out of here.
Yeah.
I may not walk out of here. So Poopsie was most likely a member of the church.
That's crazy.
Hey, thanks for watching there, guy. Click right over here if you want to see that episode in its entirety. Or you can click over here and subscribe to the channel. See all the other fun shit we do here. It's really up to you, guy.